it's Cleofe again and welcome to Crafting Shed. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this shrug cardigan. This is crocheted as a shrug, then I added cuff to the arm openings to make it look like a cardigan. I did a little experiment to see what it would be like to have a slit in the back, and I like the way it came out. The slit will allow for ease of movement, and when you sit down, it will drape to the sides rather than bunch up your back. Now, let's get started. For the materials, I used 2 skeins of size 3 lightweight yarn. This is about 2,200 yards. This is Ice Cream Big Scoop yarn by Lion brand, and this is in Cookies and Cream color. I use size G 4mm crochet hook. I also needed a pair of scissors, blunt needle, markers, and tape measure. Leave a long tail and start with a knot and chain 87. This pattern is multiple of 4 plus 3. And this is now 87 chains. Next is foundation row. So single crochet in second chain from hook. 1, 2, single crochet in this chain, single crochet in the next chain, and in each chain across. So the pattern is started with a foundation row. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with my foundation row. And this is now what my foundation row looks like. Row 1, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, skip the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and shell in the next stitch. So shell is 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets. So 2 double crochets here, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another 2 double crochets in the same stitch, 1 and 2. So we just did our first shell. This is what it looks like. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and repeat the pattern shell in the next stitch. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another 2 double crochets in the same stitch, 1 and 2. And this is what it looks like. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and repeat the pattern shell in the next stitch. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, 1 and 2. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and repeat the pattern shell in the next stitch. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row, so I just did shell. To continue the pattern, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and shell in the next stitch, which is 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another 2 double crochets in the same stitch, 1 and 2, then 3 stitches left, skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and end with a double crochet on the last stitch right here. So this is how to end row 1, and this is what row 1 looks like. Row 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, then shell in the next chain 3 space. So shell again is 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and another 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 and 2. And this is what it looks like. Then repeat the pattern, shell in each chain 3 space. So in this next chain 3 space, shell again. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, another 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 and 2. This is what it looks like. Repeat the shell in the next chain 3 space, 1 and 2, chain 3, another 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 and 2. And shell in the next chain 3 space, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 and 2. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row. So to continue, shell in the last chain 3 space. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another 2 double crochets in the same space, 1 and 2. And to end this row, double crochet on top of the beginning chain 3. So double crochet here on this chain to end row 2. So this is how to end row 2, and this is what row 2 looks like. Rows 3 to 22, just repeat row 2. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 22. And this is now what the piece looks like after row 22. So fasten this off and this will be our first panel. We're going to crochet another panel of exactly the same pattern, but crochet up to row 23. And here is now my second panel. This has 23 rows. So laid next to the first panel right here on the left. This first panel has only 22 rows. So next I'm going to join these two panels here in the center by continuing to crochet row 23 onto the first panel or the panel on the left. So the next step is the beginning of row 23 of the first panel since it only has 22 rows. So to join these two panels from here, I'm going to double crochet on top of the beginning chain 3 right here, and then take the first panel and insert on top of the beginning chain 3 also right here to join these two stitches, and then double crochet like this. And from here we can continue with the pattern, shell in the next chain 3 space right here. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, another 2 double crochets in the same space, 1, 2. So we just did our shell. To continue the row, it looks like this. Then continue in the next chain 3 space, shell again, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, another 2 double crochets in the same space. So just continue the pattern of shell in each chain 3 space all the way across. And this is now what the piece looks like after row 23, where we join the two panels. This is what it looks like. This is where we joined at the center. And this is the last stitch right here in the left. And from here, we can continue with rows 24 to 55, which is also a repeat of row 2. So the same pattern for the rest of the rows. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 55. And this is now what the piece looks like after row 55. So here is the center, the slit. And let me show you the close-up up here. From right to the left. So for the measurements, from top to bottom is about 31 inches. And from side to side, here from the left, going to the right is about 43 inches. Next, we're going to fold the piece in half lengthwise like this. So from top, fold to the bottom like this, and it would now look like this. Then we're going to measure from the folded side or from the top, measure about 5 inches and put a marker. And this will be our arm opening. And from the marker, we're going to sew the sides together, sew the edges together, from the marker all the way down. Do the same step on the other side. From top, measure about 5 inches, put a marker. This will be the arm opening, and from the marker, sew the edges together or close it all the way down. And this is now what the piece looks like after the sides are sewn together. I use the long tail to seam the sides together using whip stitch. This is what it looks like up close. This is our arm opening. And this is what the other side looks like. So whip stitch, and this is the arm opening. Next, flip this right side facing out, and it would now look like this. And at this point, you have the option to stop and wear this as a shrug. This is now a shrug. You can clean up the tails, weave the ends, and it would look like this as a shrug. And this is what the back slit looks like. Next, I'm going to crochet cuff around the arm opening right here to make it look like a cardigan. With right side facing out, here is the arm opening, and we'll start here in this first stitch. Insert, yarn over, pull through, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch, and just evenly double crochet around the arm opening. I'm gonna double crochet in this next stitch right here, and double crochet in the next chain right here. So just kind of eyeball where you want to double crochet next, but just the goal is to just evenly double crochet around the arm opening like this, and it would look like this. So continue this pattern around. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the round. I'm here now towards the end of the round. So to continue, double crochet in the next stitch right here, and I'm gonna double crochet one more right here, and then to join this round, just slip stitch in the first double crochet right here. So slip stitch to join the round. This is how to end round 1, and this is what round 1 looks like for the cuff. Round 2. So for the next round, I'm going to decrease the measurement of the round. So from here, chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet in the same stitch, then double crochet 2 together in the next 2 stitches. So DC 2 together in the next 2 stitches. To do this, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. There are 3 loops in the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and we just did our DC 2 together stitch. Then double crochet in the next stitch and repeat the pattern, DC 2 together in the next 2 stitches. So 1, insert, and then and we just did the next DC 2 together stitch. Then double crochet in the next stitch and repeat the pattern, DC 2 together in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, then double crochet in the next stitch. So repeat this pattern around. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the round. And I'm here now towards the end of the round. So from here, I just did a double crochet. So I'm gonna do the DC 2 together stitch in the last 2 stitches. Then join the round with a slip stitch in the first double crochet right here. So join with a slip stitch. So this is now decreased. The round is now decreased, and this is what it looks like. Round 3, chain 2, half double crochet in the same stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, and half double crochet in each stitch around. So a simple round of half double crochet. So repeat this pattern around. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the round. I'm here now towards the end of the round, so continue with half double crochet in the last 2 stitches right here. Then join with a slip stitch in the first half double crochet stitch right here. So this is how to end round 3, and this is what round 3 looks like. Rounds 4 to 8, just repeat round 3. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with round 8. And this is now what the cuff looks like after round 8. And for the measurement, this measures about 2.5 inches. And if you want to increase the measurement, just add more rounds. So do this step for the other arm opening. And this is what the other cuff looks like. So at this point, we're done. Weave the ends, clean up the tails, and we're done. And this is what the piece looks like, all cleaned up and all done. If you're new to my channel, please check out my other videos. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video and please subscribe.